Hello, my name is Ben Ansell and I'm extremely proud to be your Chief Fire Officer. Our Fire and Rescue Service is a high-performing organisation and government inspectors have rated us as good in their 3 inspection areas of efficiency, effectiveness and how well we look after our most important asset, which is our people. Since forming in 2016, we have made over £6.5 million of savings each year, which has helped us to protect and strengthen frontline services. We cost less than the average fire and rescue service in England, and at around 21 pence per day for a Band D property, we believe that we are offering very good value for money for the vital services we provide to you. But with future financial uncertainty, new challenges facing us, and a need to find further savings each year, we need to continue to look at how we can work smarter and in different ways. Our draft community safety plan explains how we'll do this, building on the good work we already do. This short video is an introduction to our plan, which is available on our website, and we would really like to hear your views on this. Let's start with an overview of Dorset and Wiltshire Fire and Rescue Service.
Dorset and Wiltshire Fire and Rescue Service serves the local authority areas of Bournemouth, Christchurch and Poole, Dorset, Swindon and Wiltshire, providing an emergency service to 1.5 million people. We employ 1,350 members of staff and operate from 60 locations across the 2 counties. We have 50 fire stations and 47 of these have on-call firefighters. Whole-time and on-call firefighters respond to around 14,500 incidents a year. And everyone who works for our service is helping to make the communities of Dorset and Wiltshire safer within a budget of £58 million a year. These are our 5 priorities. Our first priority is prevention. It's about educating people to make safer and healthier choices. Our second is about protection. Here, we work hard to keep buildings and businesses safe. We focus on prevention and protection work first. Then, when you need us, we will respond in times of emergency or distress. We have a joined-up approach through all of our prevention, protection and response activity to reduce risk to the community. Then there are a couple more priorities for us, being well managed and spending our budget wisely, and to support and develop the great people who work for us. They are critical to our success. Let me provide a short overview of each of these 5 priorities to let you know a bit more about the challenges we face and to highlight some of the things in our draft plan that we would like your views on. We know that in coming years there will be more people needing our support and there will be more miles driven on our roads. If we don't help to prevent incidents and reduce demand, then not only will our service have to do more, but others like the NHS and police will too. As demands for these services is on the increase, we need to further target our resources and deliver things differently so that we can still operate within our budget. There are many things that we want to continue to deliver, as well as a number of proposals for change that you will see outlined in our draft plan. Amongst these, we want to continue to deliver our home safety and education programmes. In 2019-20, we delivered safety education talks to over 41,000 children. We carried out nearly 13,000 safe and well visits to vulnerable people in our communities, and over 22 youth intervention courses. We want to ensure our youth engagement work is achieved on a more grant-funded or cost-neutral basis. We are also looking to explore how we might generate a charitable basis for the service to help fund this work. We will be further targeting the fitting of free smoke alarms, as well as other things such as more online education packages. Every day, our fire safety inspecting officers work with local businesses to help them reduce fire risk and comply with their legal responsibilities. In 2019-20, we engaged positively with over 5,000 businesses across our service area and carried out over 1,000 fire safety audits. Although it's the last thing we want to do, we will prosecute those businesses who refuse to maintain a safe environment. Our work involves helping to protect a wide variety of buildings from fires, from listed and heritage properties through to high-rise buildings. We also do a lot of work to help protect our natural environment from risk of fire and other incidents. Our draft plan sets out some of the things we want to carry on doing, as well as some of the things we want to change or review. In particular, there are many changes to building safety and enforcement regimes following the Grenfell Tower fire in London that now require us to do even more. We will further strengthen the information we hold about these buildings and make sure we have the right operational resources to deal with this risk. We will continue to lobby for sprinklers to be designed into new large-scale buildings or fitting into existing ones when they are being upgraded. We will employ more inspecting officers and also train our firefighters further in some aspects of fire safety to help us focus on high-rise properties, using their expertise and local knowledge to further drive down these risks. Over the lifetime of this plan, we will need to reduce spend within other parts of our service to help pay for this. Despite all our prevention and protection efforts, we cannot stop every emergency from happening. When you need us, we will provide a 999 emergency response. Last year, we attended over 14,000 incidents. This included just over 3,000 fires, over 700 accidental dwelling fires, nearly 1,000 deliberate fires, and over 700 road traffic collisions. We rescued 86 people from fires and undertook nearly 4,000 specialist rescues and services. All our firefighters are trained in casualty care, and we work with the ambulance service to see where we can safely help to take the pressure off paramedics. We operate medical co-responder schemes at a significant number of our stations, and we also respond to emergencies where the ambulance crews need to gain access to a property. We have worked hard to protect our vital emergency response services. However, there are still many challenges going forward for us. Our draft plan highlights what we have done and will continue to do, along with a number of areas we need to review over the next few years. One of the many challenges we and other significantly rural fire and rescue services have is the need to recruit and retain on-call firefighters. On-call firefighters provide around-the-clock cover at 47 of our 50 fire stations. When an emergency happens, they respond to their pages from their homes and workplaces. To further support this way of working, we will look to strengthen our recruitment processes and mobilise firefighters from different stations to make up a combined crew to deal with an incident. As part of continuously looking at our emergency response resources, we will review the need for fire engines that have either low operational availability or low community risk. We will also continue to review all the specialist appliances we have and where these are located to ensure we buy what we need and use these vehicles in the most efficient way. We intend to upgrade the mobilising system used by our 999 Service Control Centre in partnership with Devon and Somerset and Hampshire and Isle of Wight Fire and Rescue Services, both of whom we work closely with. As part of our overall intent to secure more income for the service, we will also review our current charging policy. Charging for specialist services that we do not have a statutory responsibility for where it is appropriate to do so. Around 25% of our funding comes from central government and 75% from our share of the council tax. The services we provide to you cost less than the average for fire and rescue services in England. Whilst there is a lot of economic uncertainty around the money we will get or be allowed to raise, we estimate that in 2022 to 2023, we will have an annual budget gap of around £1.5 million, rising to around £3 million each year over the lifetime of this draft plan. We therefore need to potentially take some tough decisions dependent upon our future financial settlements that will become clearer later on this year. In spite of our many challenges, we aim to put every penny of our budget to the best use possible. We need to continuously be thinking of innovative ways to provide the same high level of service, but with less money, all the time trying to protect frontline services. To help us work smarter and in a more environmentally friendly way, we need to invest in our ICT and strengthen the use of data. We also need to guard against cyber threats that are increasing. We will be upgrading our systems to help us more efficiently manage over 75,000 pieces of equipment and the hundreds of vehicles we use every day. We will review our buildings and where our teams are located. In doing all of this, we aim to not only save money, but also reduce greenhouse gas emissions. We will do this by minimising vehicle movements, energy consumption, and waste to landfill, as well as reducing our environmental impact through our goods and services supply chain and reducing single-use plastics. Our people are the most important element of our service. The safety of the public and our staff is core to everything we do. We have a number of challenges associated with continuing to make sure that our people are safe and well managed and led. To address these issues, there are many things within our draft plan that we want to continue and much that we want to review. One of our key challenges is the need to further diversify our operational workforce. We want to further understand our communities to help us to attract and retain underrepresented groups, and through our commitment to further improving workplaces, equipment, workwear and working practices. We will also look to improve our promotion and talent management processes. One of the things that we would like to achieve, if we can afford to, is to develop a new central training centre. This would help us to save money and further improve both firefighter safety and our operational effectiveness.
I hope this video has given you a taste of the good work we already do, the challenges we face and our priorities for the future. I would encourage you to visit our website to have a look at the full draft plan and give us your feedback on what you think between now and the 13th of May. Your views are really important to us. Thank you.